5 Legal due diligence steps for buying investment property in NYC. Buying investment property in New York City may be a smart financial move, but it involves more than a sharp eye for location and value. The city's dense regulatory landscape, from building codes and tenant protection laws to the unique financing environment, makes it essential to conduct thorough legal due diligence before committing to a deal. Without that preparation, buyers risk unexpected costs, delays, or disputes that could undermine the investment. Any due diligence process should begin with the purchase contract. That document lays out your rights and obligations, and it can protect you from major pitfalls if you know what to look for. Common safeguards include a mortgage contingency, which allows you to cancel the deal and recover your deposit if your loan is denied within a defined period, and an inspection contingency, which lets you hire a professional to uncover issues like foundation problems, mold, or faulty wiring. These clauses help buyers avoid financial ruin, but in New York's competitive market they're often waived to make an offer more attractive. Waiving them leaves you exposed to financing risks and, as is, conditions. Many condo and co-op transactions handle inspections before signing, so including an inspection contingency may reduce your bargaining power. Additional protections, such as an appraisal contingency, allowing the buyer to walk away if the property appraises below the contract price, and board approval or right of first refusal for co-op and condo sales, are standard features that ensure the contract is legally sound and should be negotiated with a real estate attorney. The second step is to investigate the property's legal history. A comprehensive title search checks public records to verify ownership and reveal any claims against the property. In New York City, this information is available through the Automated City Register Information System, ACRIS. The search may uncover outstanding mortgages, judgments, tax liens, or municipal charges like overdue water bills. Any such encumbrances must be resolved by the seller before closing. Otherwise, those debts can legally follow the property and become your responsibility. Beyond ACRIS, buyers need to check the Department of Buildings Systems, the Buildings Information System, and the newer DOB Now portal for open permits or unresolved violations. Open permits mean work was started but never finalized, and unresolved violations can delay closing, prevent renovations, or saddle you with fines. Finally, reviewing the chain of title ensures the seller actually has the legal right to transfer ownership. Gaps, clerical errors, or unresolved inheritance claims are red flags that must be corrected before closing. Third, assess the financial health of the building. Buying a condo or co-op unit makes you part of a shared financial ecosystem, so the building's solvency matters. Review at least 2 to 3 years of financial statements to evaluate the operating budget and reserve fund. The operating budget covers routine expenses like staff salaries, utilities, and insurance, and is funded through monthly maintenance fees. Steady, predictable increases in fees suggest responsible planning. Sudden spikes may point to poor management or emergency spending. The reserve fund should be well stocked for major repairs, such as roof or boiler replacements, to avoid surprise assessments. The offering plan, the document filed with the New York State Attorney General when the building was formed or converted, contains the bylaws and house rules, which govern issues like subletting, renovations, pet ownership, and running a home-based business. Reading it carefully helps you understand your rights and obligations before buying. Fourth, verify that the property's use aligns with New York City building codes. Check the certificate of occupancy, which specifies how a building or individual unit is legally permitted to be used. For example, a two-family investment should have a certificate that reflects two-family residential use. Using a property contrary to its certificate can lead to violations, and lenders and insurers rely on accurate certificates when issuing approvals. Be alert for illegal renovations or conversions, such as unapproved basement apartments or interior walls moved without permits. As the new owner, you inherit the responsibility to legalize or reverse those changes. Zoning rules also dictate how tall buildings can be, how much of a lot they occupy, and what types of use are allowed. Some properties may be underbuilt and have unused air rights that could be sold or used for expansion, while buildings in landmark districts or special zones may require special approvals even for simple upgrades. Finally, understand the building's leases and rent regulations. Determine whether each unit is rent-stabilized or free market. Rent-stabilized apartments have regulated rents and automatic renewal rights, while free market units offer more flexibility. The Division of Housing and Community Renewal provides rent history reports that can reveal unlawful rent hikes or deregulations. Examine existing leases to confirm rent amounts, start and end dates, and any clauses that could limit your control as the new owner. Security deposits must be held in a separate interest-bearing escrow account and transferred properly when a property changes hands to avoid penalties. Recent legislation adds another layer. The Good Cause Eviction Law, effective April 20, 2024, gives tenants in most unregulated units new protections against eviction without a valid reason and sets a rebuttable presumption that rent increases above a threshold, 8.82% in 2024, are unreasonable. This law does not apply to units in condominiums or co-ops, buildings owned by small landlords with 10 or fewer total rental units, new buildings constructed on or after January 1, 2009. For 30 years, high-rent apartments exceeding 245% of the area's fair market rent, or units already subject to other forms of regulation. Before projecting rental income or planning renovations, verify whether a property qualifies for one of these exemptions. These 5 steps: scrutinizing the contract, researching title and violations, assessing financial health, verifying building codes, and understanding leases, form the backbone of a comprehensive due diligence process. Navigating them can be complex. A lawyer experienced in New York real estate transactions can help decode contract language, conduct searches, and interpret regulations. Working with a skilled advocate ensures you spot issues early, negotiate favorable terms, and avoid legal pitfalls. The firm's lawyers emphasize clear communication and one-on-one support, helping clients feel confident and informed. Avenue Law Firm is located at 505 Park Avenue, Suite 202, New York, New York, 10022, United States, and can be reached at 212-729-4090. Whether you are buying a brownstone, a condo, or a multifamily property, the firm's team can help you conduct thorough due diligence and navigate New York City's legal landscape. By addressing legal and financial issues early and relying on a dedicated law firm, you can minimize risk and position yourself for a successful investment.